I found something as a child and now it's coming back to haunt me. When I was a child I lived on an old farm. There was 80 acres of cornfields and woods behind the house. This farm had been around for a long time. It was a rest stop for people on the Oregon and Santa Fe trails back in the 1800s. While I lived there I loved to explore the land. I would ride four-wheelers to the woods and hop off and walk around seeing if I could find anything cool. One day I found some old stones that had writing on them. They had names on them and, as I was just beginning to learn to read and write, I grabbed another rock and scraped my name below one of the other names. I told my parents and they thought I was joking, so I told them I'd show them. I took them back to where I found them, but they weren't there anymore. I knew where I had found the rocks but they were gone and my parents assumed I was playing pretend and had quite the imagination. After this I spent most of my days trying to find those rocks again. That's when I met Mary. She was a little girl about my age that was in the spot where I found the rocks. She wore funny clothes but she was very nice. We would play for hours in those woods. Now that I look back I did find it odd she never left the tree line though. I wanted to introduce my new friend to my parents but Mary said that was a bad idea, as they wouldn't be able to see her. I was confused. Why would my parents not be able to see her? I can see her just fine. She told me she had died a long time ago. That's why she wore the funny dress. She told me that a bad man had killed her and carved her name into a rock. She said since I put my name on the rock we would play together forever. I laughed and told her we would be friends forever. I realized it was getting dark and I made my way out of the woods and back home. That night my parents told me that we had to move. I was upset. Who is Mary gonna play with? Will I be able to see her again? I went to the woods again the next day and Mary and I played for a while. Then I told her that my parents said we were moving and that I wouldn't be able to see her for a while. She got very angry. She started to yell at me and told me that I made a promise when I put my name on that rock. She grabbed my arm and was a lot stronger than me. She was hurting me and I finally managed to slip out of her grip and run out of the woods. She was right behind me but as I crossed the tree line she stopped and screamed. I was very scared and was crying, trying to apologize. We moved to our new home and I was scared to go outside at first but as the weeks passed I got more and more comfortable going outside. I was confident that Mary wasn't gonna get me. I finally told my parents about her and they encouraged me for having an imaginary friends. I let them finally convince me she was imaginary and I continued being a kid. Years went by and I forgot about her. I forgot about those countless hours I spent in those woods. I forgot about scratching my name on that rock. I'm 28 now and have moved to a town close to the house where I grew up. I took my dog on a walk and we went on a little trail